Hello fellow cinenthusiasts, my name is Christina. Welcome to another Let's Get Reels movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing is a Canadian movie called Cas Dylan. It is one of my all-time favorites, and here is why. There have been so many movies where two completely opposite people meet and are forced to spend a great deal of time together. They eventually learn to live life and become better people. This type of plot is usually used in movies where they're on the road and they have to get somewhere or they're on the run. Cas Dylan does use this plot, but they actually make it very different, funny, sad, touching, and very, very entertaining. Dr. Cas Pepper, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and yes, his name is Dr. Pepper, has an inoperable brain tumor. He has lived alone for much of his life with his pug Winston. One night, Winston dies, and Cas decides that it is time for him to head out west and get away from everything. Before he leaves, he goes to the hospital that he used to work at to grab some things, and then he sits in his car and tries to write something. A young girl named Dylan Morgan, played by Tatiana Maslany, has been wandering around the hospital trying to gather material for a book she's writing. She recognizes Cas in his car and goes up to him and starts talking to him. Dylan is the last person that Cas wants to see, and he is not happy when she starts coming over to talk to him. He eventually tells her that he is heading west. When she hears this, Dylan gets all excited and asks if he could give her a lift home. He sees her as this talkative pain in the ass, but he reluctantly gives in and gives her a lift back to her place. After Cas drops Dylan off, he realizes that she has left her notebook in the car. He throws it out the window, but immediately feels bad and goes and gets it. He brings it back to her place, and when he gets there, he sees Dylan running away from her boyfriend, who is carrying a shotgun. She jumps in his car, and they go to speed away, and Cas winds up hitting the boyfriend. Thinking they had killed the boyfriend, Cas decides to ditch his car and he gets an orange Volkswagen Beetle. That night, they stay at a motel and Dylan sees that Cas has been trying to write something. There's wads of crumpled up paper all over the motel room. Dylan picks one up and reads it and realizes that Cas is trying to write a suicide note. Thinking that she is a good writer, Dylan tells Cas that she can help him write his suicide note and give it a little bit more flair and make it a little bit more dramatic. So, like typical road movies, Dylan helps Cas to let loose and not be as stiff, and Cas teaches Dylan to be a little bit more serious and a little bit more grounded, but also tells her that she's anything but ordinary in a good way. At the end, when Cas is ready to die, he says aloud that it wasn't supposed to be difficult, it was supposed to be easy. When Dylan asks him what he's talking about, Cas tells Dylan that dying alone was supposed to be easy. It wasn't supposed to be difficult until he met her. With Cas's help, Dylan goes back to school, and she is eventually happy and settled with her life. Richard Dreyfuss and Tatiana Maslany were perfection together. They had such a great chemistry and a great rapport. You can see that throughout the entire movie, that it looked like they had such a great time working together. Richard Dreyfuss was great. He was excellent as Cas, because Cas was supposed to be this grumpy old sick man who just wanted to be alone and didn't want anything interfering with his plan until he met Dylan. And he develops this warmth and love and just admiration for Dylan and really believes in her. It's not fully out on the surface, I don't think ever, but you can see him kind of breaking down as the movie goes on, and you can see that warmth and love and admiration for this vibrant young girl come through. Alright, on to Tatiana Maslany. The girl is so ridiculously talented, it is beyond insanity. I am a die-hard fan of Tatiana Maslany's and her show Orphan Black. To show you how much I love Maslany and I love Orphan Black, I will show you in a new segment I am calling I'm not obsessed, you're obsessed. So, I'm not obsessed with Tatiana Maslany in Orphan Black. You're obsessed with Tatiana Maslany in Orphan Black. I cannot get enough of Tatiana Maslany's acting. It may sound weird, but I have a crush on her acting. She makes her characters so much more believable and so much more than what they were supposed to be. She made Dylan so wonderfully vibrant and so sympathetic. You root for Dylan to better her life and admire her when she does so. Richard Dreyfuss commented that Tatiana Maslany is going to be the Meryl Streep of our generation. And if you watch Orphan Black, if you've seen her in any other movies she's made or any TV shows she's made, or even if you have just watched Cas Dylan for the first time and this is the first time you're seeing her, he is 100% right. She will be the next Meryl Streep of our generation. Maslany got the role of Orphan Black while filming Cas Dylan, and if you are a fan of the show and you know that she plays 9 different characters, 9 different clones, and with all their different personalities, you can actually see some of the characteristics and personalities that Maslany would bring over to Orphan Black not that long after this. Cas Dylan was directed by Jason Priestley. And yes, Jason Priestley, the actor from 90210. Priestley's direction was excellent. He really did a great job with bringing out the depth of the character and really capturing every little essence and every personality trait of these characters. And he also really heightened the scenery and even the car. And I feel like he made the scenery and the car almost like supporting characters. Cas Dylan is an all-around fantastic movie. What I loved about it is that it wasn't a stupid love story between a guy and a girl who better each other's life and really live it. It's about this man who has lived his life and he is ready to die, and he winds up meeting this girl who for a very short time brightens it. And it's not Dylan who has the profound impact on Cas, it is Cas who has the profound impact on Dylan. It wasn't the young teaching the old how to live, it was the old teaching the young that they still have so much more to learn in life. Cas Dylan is the perfect balance of comedy and drama that is severely lacking in movies today. It was just released on DVD in the United States. Finally, I was so happy that this was released here. I've been waiting for this DVD for so long. I picked it up in Target. It is now currently $7.50 in Target, so go, rush and get it and absolutely love it. Even if you have never seen it, you are going to enjoy this movie so much, I guarantee. Thank you for watching my review of Cas Dylan. If you liked it in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below so we can further discuss the movie. And subscribe to Let's Get Reels for future movie reviews, some of which will be more Tatiana Maslany movies. As always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.